2. Welcome to the Week 10 in review. You people would not believe what it took me to get this thing recorded. It was an odyssey, let's just say the least. Anyhow, how are you, Mr. Heath?
Oh, living the dream.
Living the dream. That's what it sounds like. First question. This will be a good one. Are you watching the game?
No.
What the? I tell you where it's at. I tell you it's for free. You still can't even be bothered to watch. What's more important than that game?
I'm talking to you.
Before you talk to me.
No, I was laying on the couch.
I hate you so much. You have no dedication to anything. All right, here we go. Sharing, can you see it?
I can see it, yes.
Yes, so some very good picks this week. I put the Chase Claypool up there for both you and Mo. Now, here's the question. See the bottom left-hand corner. Do you know who that is catching the ball?
White? No, I can't see the number. Yeah.
Again, this just tells me your little care of anything NFL. This was the most spectacular Hail Mary catch. There's like 4 or 5 bills around DeAndre Hopkins. He goes up, comes down with it. Cardinals win in the last second of the game. It was amazing last week. Amazing.
Nice.
Where were you? I was laying on the couch, probably. All right, let's move to the first game. First game, Mr. Couch Potato, is you versus Love, Hugs, and Ice Cream box score.
Yes, Love, Hugs, and Ice Cream. I was able to get him to 500, so he is at 5-5. I am at increasing my horrible season with another loss. I am now 2-8. He beats me 134 to 126, and I believe that I am officially out of it.
Yes, statistically eliminated you are, even with a nice day from Mr. Lamar Jackson.
My life story.
Points.
Yeah, put that on my tombstone.
Also with Keelan Cole. But you know what the real sadness of this whole game is, Mr. Heath?
What?
I offered you a trade. I went back and looked at it. You take my trade, you win this game. Boom.
Tell people what the trade was.
Doesn't matter what the trade is. It matters that you would have won this game, and that's all that counts is every game in front of you. You were still in it, but you couldn't have the vision that I do. We're moving on to the next.
I've tried to block the details of the trade. But for everybody getting trade offers from Matt this week, it's probably very similar to those.
Hey, they're called fair and balanced, just like Fox News.
Like Fox,
Let's move on to the next one. This is the Wild Poopers Plus. I can't see because the screen is
Scorched Doubtfuls.
Thank you, the Scorched Doubtfuls. Oh, on fire.
A whooping on the Wild Poopers beats Cat 176 to 97. He had Aaron Rodgers with 32.4, D Swift at almost 26, and D Johnson 25.5.
Yeah, it's funny when they outscore Dalvin Cook, but really this is what we call the statistical anomaly for Kat. Have you ever even thought she wouldn't break 100? No. Higher power she has. Russ had a bad day. Kamara had a great day. The rest of her team, forget about it. So tough day for Kat. But again, not going to affect her. I think her run to the playoff. I think she's pretty well secured going to the playoffs. Is she in your division too?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Jay and Kat are. Yeah.
You put them both in there. Thank you.
Had a decent season.
Thank you. Exactly.
Probably out. Yeah.
Moving on to the Malibu Stacy's versus
Gentlemen's Four Quarterlies. Yes.
Okay.
Gentlemen's Four Quarterlies improved to 7-3. Dawn falls to 3-7 with a loss here to Terry. Terry scores 154 to Dawn's 133. Just wasn't her day.
No, it wasn't. And you know what, Dawn? I'm really upset because I needed Terry to lose or Clemens to lose. No one comes forward to help Maddie. Maddie's got to help himself. I just need to stay in position trying to get into those playoffs. Tough day for Dawn. Weak day for Deshaun Watson overall. Good day for Juju, got a 22, but that was really the one highlight in her roster.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you think that Terry's Carson Wentz an 8.72 is a bad score. Just wait till you get to my quarterback, people. Let's talk about her big day. She gets T. Higgins for 24. Mike Evans for 19. You could have had
Matt Ryan. What Matt Ryan get?
Shut up. Chase Claypool for 21. 21, Chase Claypool. Welcome to the NFL. You are doing awesome on the Steelers. Moving up to Young Ho, Love My Chubb versus, is that Joe? Yep. Joseph, yes.
Yes, the meaty haunches. Young Ho, Love My Chubb scores 118, takes down the meaty haunches. They are both now at 500. Todd getting 118 to Joe's 85, nearly 86. Herbert continues to have strong scores. Nick Chubb still there.
Welcome back, Nick Chubb. He was injured, so very nice.
Yeah. And then McLaurin, 17. On the other side, we had Adam Thielen with 20, and then a bunch of little stuff for Joe.
That's normally my spot. You just kind of lead me into it, and then I talk about the players. But that's okay. I know you're not big on format or any kind of, regularity.
I normally
be it in your bowels or how we talk about it. You can talk about one, but as you get further on, people start going to sleep. They wait for the action, man.
I'm the color guy. To get this recording started.
Exactly. Yeah. So again, poor Drew Brees. Again, you probably didn't know this, but Drew Brees got hurt. Unfortunately, he was out for most of the game after the injury, and boy, did Jameson Winston not look good. And now they're thinking supposedly it's either going to be Taysom Hill or Jameson Winston. We'll see how long Drew's out for. What's going to be. I know he's going for a second opinion. Justin Herbert is certainly the jewel in Todd's crown for now. Welcome back for Nick Chubb. He split time with my man Kareem Hunt, and they both had a good day. Let's move on to your brother versus my mama.
Springfield United continues their tactic of just starting the season, setting a lineup and just letting it roll for the rest of the year.
Leave it in.
Still wins 139.56 to Braille Bombers, managing to put up 94. He had Cole Beasley for almost 30. Mama had Kyler Murray almost 30. So similar scores. He just must have had more across the board. Yeah, Mama's third highest player was Hilton with 8.
Yeah, that was a rough day for Mom. Again, she too also didn't break 100. It's been a rough season the whole time around. Kyler Murray, the only nice one. No, I take it back. Marvin Jones had a good day too. But you're right. Johnny just too much with Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley, who thought he would score that many for the Buffalo Bills? But congrats, Johnny, on an incomplete lineup and another win. Just put that in the box. And yes, finally we get to a little redemption here. Oh, it's Matt versus Jason.
Oh, okay. We've got the Unpossibles who managed to pull it out. Man, that was a close one. Takes down C3 Popo. This is classic grudge match.
Yes.
124 to 123. I mean, it doesn't get much closer than that.
No, it doesn't. In fact, he was supposed to beat me by at least 20 points, but thank goodness he tripped up. And even with his big guys coming in big with stupid Tom Brady in the revenge game at 39, 22 for Antonio Gibson, 18 for Adams. The rest wasn't enough. Thank goodness. Josh Jacobs, nice to have an on week for you. Justin Jefferson, who saved my bacon in the end. And the Dolphins, look at the Dolphins coming in for 15. And Nick Foles, really, Nick? 1.44? I heard it was at least 9 or 10, but I couldn't even get that. I got 1.44, so I really felt shortchanged. Let's move on to the standings. Talk us and take us through that one, Mr. Heath.
Okay, Brockway. Let's start there. Alone at the top.
Do it again.
Brockway. Alone at the top, we have the Gentlemen's Four Quarterlies at 7-3. The Scorched Doubtfuls in second at 6-4. And bringing up the rear is you at 5-5. So you need some help there pretty soon. Yeah. Ogdenville, we've got Love, Hugs, and Ice Cream. And, oh my word.
I know, right?
Oh my word. We have a 3-way tie in
Joe was not happy about any of this. He was flipping the bird to everybody on the texts.
Love, Hugs, and Ice Cream. Young Ho, Love My Chub. Leapfrogging Meaty Haunches. However, they're all the same. They all have 5-5, so I guess it's coming down to points scored.
Yes.
Very interesting category there. In North Haverbrook, again, another one with a 2-way tie, 6-4. Kat's still at the front, followed very closely by her father. Again, tied there. Unbelievable. And then finally, Springfield United. Springfield alone at the top, 6-4. And then we've got the Braille Bombers at 4-6, and Malibu holding on by a wing and a prayer. She's got one game back from making playoffs at 3-7.
Yep. Malibu is wading into the water after you. You've already drowned somewhere in the ocean. Now she's going out looking for you because she's getting dangerously close to being statistically eliminated. My mom's keep running it with her losing ways. So we'll see if the battle of who's going to get second in that one will pan out, right? So
somebody in Springfield may make the playoffs with a losing record.
It's happened before. It's happened before. Absolutely. Yeah, that's what I love about these things.
If she is wading in the waters of the playoffs, I am like the girl in the beginning of Jaws holding on to the buoy, dingling there, screaming from that. That's my team.
Exactly. And if only you had a butt like that. Let's move on to the pickups. I put in.
No, I do.
I did. I put in 2 days. I put in the top is Wednesday. The bottom one is today. I just like the money that Love Hugs and Ice Cream spent today on nobody that anybody bid on, but I like that. But let's go to the top where there was a bidding war, and we'll talk about that. So in the top one, interesting, the Chargers, that was a big one, but it's a very low bidding war there, $3 and $2 respectively. Yeah. But the real one, oh boy, Joe, did he get over on Mama on this one? When I was talking to Mom, I said, no way is anybody going to go over 36, only to open it up on the next day and see 40. Oh, goodness, Joe, $40. He got Kalen Ballard, so good for him. The rest of it was all a bunch of garbage. Same thing the next day, except for his brother paid $25 when he could have paid a zero for Mr. Salvon Ahmed, the latest Miami gem that I'm sure you probably don't even know who he is, much less what position he plays.
No, right? But I find it's interesting. Meaty Haunches trying to pull a Camp Krusty from a few weeks ago, trying to spend the entire wad. I know you highlighted 40, but he also spent 25 on LaMichael Perrine.
Thank you. Yes. He's throwing it all in. Well, again, it's a race. This one with everybody at 5-5. It's going to be these last 3 weeks, man. It is a race to see who's going to be falling off. It's like musical chairs, and Joe does not want to sit down and fall down on his butt. He wants to sit down on that chair. Moving on to this week's matchup. Oh, yes, brother versus brother. It's Springfield versus Krusty in the ultimate battle.
Let me tell you something, brother. Okay, Johnny and I
off to a good start already.
Yeah, he's got Tyler Lockett right now, who's got 18.3 as we speak.
I had 13, so yeah, he's already gone up. He's having a good night.
Yeah, he's gone up 18.3. Again, the lineups are not fully in, but he's probably going to win. He'll probably beat me with like 6 players on buys.
Hey, he's got a whole roster this time. They're all supposed to play. Yeah, this one's going to be interesting. You can just do nothing but play spoiler right now. So obviously, much as I love you, Johnny, I got to root for my other brother, Kevin, here because I need him to beat you so it keeps Mama in the playoff hunt is what I'm hoping. So we'll see if that works. Let's move on to the other playoff hunt. Mike Hunt's sister, Malibu Stacy's versus the Scorched Doubtfuls. So Dawn, beat Clemens.
It's going to be close. They both have players playing, although they're not playing very hard. C. Kirk, as of right now, has 7.12, and Jay Myers for Clemens has a whopping 4 points. It's going to be a close one. They've got Don projected almost 140,
yep.
And him at 143.7 as of right now. So anybody's game. She's got they both got full lineups on there. Should be a good one.
Yeah, going to be very interesting because, Derrick Henry didn't have a huge day last week. He's going up against Baltimore, who's been up and down at least in these last few games. So maybe he has a big day and can help her. Let's hope so for my sake.
Who are you hoping for in this game?
I need Clemens to lose, and I need Terry to lose, and I need to win because they're both in front of me. I need Clemens. I'm closest to. I really need him to lose. I love him, but
I get.
Okay.
That I get. But the Malibu Stacy's is in Mama's division, is she not?
I know, that's true. I know, but see if I can get. Yeah, that's true. Oh, dang it! It's a Sophie's choice. Sorry, Mama. Go Malibu. Let's move on to my game. It's all. Oh, and speaking of, oh no, it's Mama versus Maddie.
Oh my goodness, the Unpossibles going up against the Braille Bombers, and again, see if you're rooting for Dawn, you have to beat Mama. She leapfrogs over Mama, making
she's
playoffs.
Already there. I know exactly. It's not making, but it will be closer to tying. So, this is a Faustian bargain.
You may be kicking her out.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm not going to statistically limit it yet.
This is Unpossibles playing his Mama during the holiday season, and his welcome to her is
Exactly.
That's what you get for Christmas this year.
This is literally the equivalent of what Kevin.
Let's see.
I was gonna say this is the literal equivalent of what Kevin accuses me of that I'm completely innocent of, which is when poor mom went out in the rain to her car, that I kicked her out into the rainstorm and just let her fall down, and I didn't care. This is not that. I did not do that.
You did.
I did look from the window to see if she was gonna make it.
yeah, you're like sitting in the window and,
okay?
and just have
good.
a t-shirt
See you
on
later.
because it's so warm, and she's shivering and then falls on the floor, and you holler from the inside, "You okay? Are you
thumbs up?
okay?
Can I get a thumbs up? Okay, good. You're good. See you.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Again, same treatment this year apparently. Mama's not doing herself many favors yet. She needs Kyler Murphy to do a little bit better than Murray. I've got Murphy on the break. 13 points as of right now, 13.4.
Yeah, well, who knows? Maybe Zeke will come to eat this week in Minnesota. It's going to be a tough one because I hate rooting against my mother, but I really need to win this week. And so if I win, I'm going to be happy. If she wins, I'm going to be happy for her. And, we'll see how it goes. Let's move on to a more pleasant encounter, which is Greg hopefully pounding down your sister, the gentleman four quarterlies, because I need her to lose to slow her roll down. Let's get to that.
What are we talking about here?
This is Greg versus Terry.
I just heard you saying you hope Greg pounds down my sister.
I meant metaphorically in the game, you dirtbag.
Okay, well, however it happens, it's going to include 2 people playing tonight. For Greg, he's got, is it Kendron Drake? I don't know what his name is.
Kenyon Drake.
14,
yeah,
Kenyon Drake.
Why do you need to know people's names?
And next to Ezekiel Elliott, here's another guy going for worst hairdo in the ESPN profile picture. DeAndre Hopkins has something of a wavy coif, or
like a tossed salad head. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and he has a very pedestrian.
Oh, but look at Robbie Anderson down there. Look down further. Look at Robbie.
Yeah, I can't explain all these what these people are doing. I'm looking here with great respect at Tyler Lockett's haircut. It's just close crop. What are you gonna do?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So yeah, so this is
20 to nothing right now.
Yeah, this is going to be a good one because Greg's already off to a good start with Kenyon Drake getting the touchdown earlier. I already know that. I don't know what Hopkins has scored right now. He only had 1.7 when I did these slides, literally minutes before I went to my nightmare scenario trying to get this thing fired up. Your sister's got Carson Wentz, who's been definitely up and down. We'll see how Mike Evans does against the Rams. Going to face a very tough secondary there, certainly with Jalen Ramsey, but I don't know if he's going to line up against Mike Evans or other people in there. But should be a good game. I'm rooting for you, Greg. Nothing against you, Terry. Love the cream puffs, but I need you to go down like a cream puff did Jason's gullet, which is one swallow. So let's move on to the next one. This is the wild poopers versus the haunches, the meaty haunches.
Okay, so the wild poopers. Whatever happened last week, those bugs have been worked out already because her being at 6-4, she's off to a great start. Russell Wilson, as of right now, has 22. Metcalf at 12.7. So she's out of the gate with 34.
Well.
Yep. And so it's projected right now for her to get about an 11-point victory, 152 over meaty haunches, 141. Very interesting, though. I'm very interested in that division, Ogdenville. A lot of those teams all need something, and we got another game coming up, which I'm calling the game of the week. But these teams need a win to separate themselves.
Yeah, what's really interesting is you look at Meaty Haunch's lineup, and I guarantee if you would have told him that going into this week he'd have Kalen Ballage, LaMichael Pyrene, and Jamison Crowder all in his starting lineup, he would have kicked me right in the nutsack because those guys are all not your typical starters, but he is throwing the Hail Marys with this one. We'll see if it's enough to stop the Wild Poopers. Do the Wild Poopers bounce back and get their normal score of 160 plus in the range to 200? It's going to be a good game, like you said, but it's going to be fun to watch just to see how these two play out. And is this your game of the week? Son versus father? Yes.
This is my game of the week. Not only is it, got a Skywalker ring to it, with, son versus father.
Yes.
So for Jason to have even a shot to finish the league. I mean, he's in playoffs, let's face it, but to win the division, he needs to win. But that would mean to take down his son, who's in a 3-way tie right now in his division, and could go either direction. And then when you look, if you add all that up and you look at the projections, projections are 147 to 147. Yeah.
It's insane. And, you know, this one, I'll go back to some history here for people that know. I say that the child who stepped on my toes to get to a basket comes from the loins of the man who taught him that, which is no mercy for the weak. It's basically the Cobra Kai instructor. Your mercy is for the weak, Mr. C3 Popo. He will definitely body slam his kid if it means his way to a victory and securing his title as that division leader. So this is going to be the game to watch. It's going to be fun. I hope they spend time together and enjoy each other's company while they're yelling about this to each other, because that would make it all the more sweet. I don't know who I'm rooting for here. I think I got to root for Todd just to upset Daddy, but it's going to be fun regardless of it. And how is Chase Edmonds doing for Todd? I see here he had 3.76. Is he any better now?
He has. It's not a lot. He's got 9.7 as of this moment.
Well, he's only projected to get 14, so he's on his way. Maybe he gets that, and that would be a nice little help, certainly, to that one. We'll see if James Robinson. Oh no, James Robinson, we got to hold you down against Pitt. No, we don't need that. You can have Nick Chubb go off against Philadelphia. I just burped right on camera. Anyway, so that's going to be a good one. I think that's the last one. Let me stop sharing and go back to our fat faces. There we go. So what an exciting week. We have 3 weeks left to play. It's a race for so many people. There's only 2 people guaranteed in for sure that I know about. There might be others. I haven't done all the math on it, but I know for sure that, like you said, it's going to be, don't shake your head, it's going to be Jason and Kat. They're definitely going because you're out.
Yes.
Some others probably, but for sure those 2. So everybody keep playing, keep grinding. Lots of things can change the next couple weeks. Look for my tradespeople. I'm sending stuff out there. I might send one to Dawn.
Yeah, look for those.
Fight. We'll see. Hey, free and fair and balanced.
All I can say is he wanted all of my starters with a bunch of teams with a bunch of guys with hyphens in their names. Stay away.
Those hyphens were #1 draft picks.
Stay away.
Don't stay away. It's value. Value, people. I'm selling them. It's a fire sale. I need a win. All right. So for Kevin Heath, any parting words before we sign off?
No.
I think David was just going to the bathroom as I'm screaming. So for Kevin Heath, this is Matt Dickey saying.
Matt on location at his alma mater, apparently behind him. Stay classy, BONESTORM.
Red, orange, yellow, green, purple, and blue. Do you know the colors of our rainbow too? Boop-a-boop-a-boop-a-boop-a-boop-boop.